Welcome to the Strategy Mob Podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
I do get a lot of dealerships. They'll tell me the exact same thing: is that the talent pool is not a pool; it's a puddle, and I just feel like they're just looking in the wrong place. Because they're just constantly looking for that superstar. They're not looking for, that young person that's just got great communication skills and that will have a conversation over a computer for hours if necessary, if the customer wants. So, moving forward, I think just kind of another opportunity to be more successful is, as an industry, where should we be looking for this next set of talent?
I think you can look anywhere. There's not a time where, you talk about going to the restaurant and having the old fashioned because they know you. If you have someone, a server to your table, good personality, I think we get too caught up in, I have to hire someone with industry experience. I have to hire someone with industry experience. What if that industry experience is bad? What if you're hiring somebody that's got, baggage and issues, and you're not able to look at exactly what his CX scores are, and you don't know exactly how he treats customer, how he completes deals. You just know he sells a pile of cars. You bring him in and he's a disaster for your business. I've said for years that I much rather hire personality with some skills, because I can always teach more skills, than someone's got a terrible attitude and has the plethora of skills that I need, because we are so much migrating over. Millennial and Gen Z have really taught us that, hey man, treat me right and I'll do business with you. But if you don't, I'm telling everybody, right?
Like in a heartbeat. It only, takes just a few minutes on this bad boy for me to tell the whole bloody world how amazing or how horrible my experience was with your location, right?
Yeah, and I tried to explain this to a dealer about a year ago, and I said, just think, it's not about truth so much anymore, because you could. So let's look at two Starbucks, one on 32nd Street, one on 37th Street. So the guy gets up and he's got an eviction notice on his door, and his dog's had an accident in his house, and he falls down the stairs, and work is giving him grief because he's running late or a project's not done on time. And he gets bumped as he's going into the Starbucks. And instead of Mike, they put Mark on his cup by accident. He loses his mind. That's what puts him completely over the edge. And guess what? He's on telling everybody that they couldn't even get my name right at the Starbucks on 32nd Street. This is ridiculous. Go to 37th, where they always seem to get it right. And everybody believes that. Everybody that's in his social network believes that. And 32nd Street loses business to 37th because Mike had a terrible day leading up to it, but none of that comes out in his text or in his Facebook post. It's just they screwed up his name, and that put him over the edge, and now he won't stop talking about it. But that's what happens in our industry. Did
you read one of my posts? Is that where you got that from? I'm just kidding. I didn't rip a Starbucks apart. I wouldn't do it.
And it's the irony of it that we don't get the backstory to why people get angry at something. And there's probably, we always talk about there's three sides, right? There's person one, there's person two, and in the middle is the truth. And poor Mike had a terrible, terrible start to the day, and getting his name wrong just was what put him over the edge. But nobody's going to learn about that backstory. They just know that 32nd Street couldn't even get the name right, and now we shouldn't go do business with them. And that's what can happen if we don't take care of customers and look beyond just the basics, right?
No, I agree with you. I think some of the best dealers I work with right now really do understand that perception is reality. Like reality is not reality. It is just one's perception of it is reality.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy Mob Podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to sign up to be a mobster at strategymob.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.